Tamara Jean, your spiritual holistic healer and inspiring visionary, bringing you divine guidance to help you live your best future life now. And this is your energy update and tools for transformation this week. So when I feel into the energy right now, it is very much about patience and divine timing. You know, I'm coming up on 25 years of being a professional in my field, and I have never in my career seen as much hard work put in by so many people in this last year than I ever have in 25 years. It is absolutely astounding. It's beautiful and absolutely incredible. And I know with putting in that kind of hard, deep, intense inner work that we've all been doing all year, it can get frustrating. In like, where are the results? Where are the manifestations? Where are all the intentions that I set in every cycle of the moon, and so on and so forth? And it's all about divine timing and really trusting the process, right? It doesn't happen overnight. And so my guides were telling me, they were showing me about and reminding me of when I was just hiking in Sedona and hiking Cathedral Rock. And it's like, okay, I want to get up there and I want to do this live card reading for everyone, and excited, but like, hurry, because we have, 4 more energy vortexes that I want to go to and fit in today and do live card readings at each one. And it was like a tap on the shoulder when we decided to take a breath and just kind of ground and center and go, okay, and look down, and poking out of the dirt, right, was something shiny. And it was like, oh, well, wait a minute. And brushing away, and Mother Earth, and I believe I mentioned this last week with my trip, Mother Earth gifted us 3 quartz crystals, and it really, really felt like a gift and such a blessing, just such an incredible moment and reminder to take each step and really soak it all in and take a full view, take the full perspective. Because if we are rushing to get it instead of trusting in divine timing, we may miss a beautiful gift along the way. I'll show you guys these crystals. I think I might have showed them to you last week, but they are just gorgeous. I mean, I am still just almost speechless of what, just came out of the earth. I mean, we did have to we just dug a little bit, but isn't that just amazing that when you are trusting in each step, what can happen? Because each step is essential in that manifestation process of what you're wanting to create. So I wanted to give you some tools to kind of help support you through this process, because we can get a little frustrated, and grounding and centering, of course, are necessary, and but we can still get a little frustrated. So I wanted to give you some crystals and essential oils again to help use as tools for your transformation during this time. So the first one is Cyprus. So Cyprus is the oil of motion and flow. It really helps support us letting go of control and allowing things to flow. So it's great to put in an aromatherapy diffuser, so you can just kind of smell it. It has just kind of this fresh, tree scent, and just that way it's just kind of in the air and you're smelling it, and it's just a great okay. And if you want to mix it with peppermint essential oil is great because that gives you a breather. It's a buoyant heart, very lighthearted, gives you an emotional breather, like kind of gives you a break. So maybe combining the two would be a great blend to help you just kind of take a breath and release, control, and just really kind of keep you in the flow. Next is marjoram. So we're all going through this balancing and journey of the mind and the heart and right, and that's one of the most difficult journeys, is going from the mind to the heart. And sometimes in our frustration we get disconnected, and marjoram is the oil of connection. It helps soften the heart and heal past wounds, which we've all been going through, especially with this last very powerful full moon in Aries that we had. And now Venus is about to go retrograde in a week, and so which is going to take us, even deeper into our connection and how we are in our relationships and how we relate to things. And we want a deep connection, right? We're done with superficial connection. So marjoram is a great oil that will help support that trust in the base for all human relationships. And the final oil that I want to recommend is lime. Lime is that zest for life. It's known as the oil of zest for life. And it really helps because sometimes we can over intellectualize things and we get too in our head, especially if we are triggered by something, right? And it triggers that old wound. Then we really kind of spin out in our head and we're replaying that story over and over. Lime will help bring that back into balance in with the heart and, kind of stop you from over intellectualizing everything and bringing back that emotion. So really help balancing out the heart and mind. The crystals that I have here that I'm recommending, so I don't have a raw piece of moonstone, but I have a little piece in pendant here. So this is rainbow moonstone. As you can see, it's a little bit more blue. But moonstone really helps support an individual in trusting divine timing instead of rushing to get it. And it does, of course, help with the cycles, the lunar cycles, and help support with that. Enhance psychic vision, and also to trust your intuition, and work with that divine feminine energy. Sodalite also is calming, peaceful, trusting your intuition. So really any blue stones are going to support you in trust and connection. Another one is blue lace agate, will also aid in this process. And two others that I wanted to point out, and I think I brought this up last week, is chrysoprase. So this is great for acceptance of others and acceptance of self, which you really can't change anything until you accept something. So once you accept it as it is, and there are things you want to change, then you can move forward in that change. And one other crystal that I wanted that's really come into my awareness here in the last couple days is merlinite. So merlinite is amazing for working in really seeing the duality and the light and shadow within you and really balancing that inner God and goddess, the masculine and the feminine. We're really working on balancing ourselves after being through this, whole roller coaster of emotions of the deep healing that we've been experiencing. And so merlinite is great to work with. You can also use it for interdimensional travel in doing so. So you can sleep with it under your pillow, you can meditate with it. It's a great stone to really help bring centeredness and balance between the masculine and feminine within you. I have the Wisdom of Avalon cards that wanted to lend us some divine support for this week's energy update and tools for transformation. So we've got some that are coming out like right away. I've got four cards. All right, the spider. The spider, you know, some people go, oh, spider. But it is wonderful creator. If you think about how the spider weaves these beautiful, very intricate webs, right? You can think of it as the web of life, and that we are creating, we are co-creating with the power of the universe, right? The power of God that surrounds us, that's in everything and within us. So tap into the spider, right? Instead of freaking out when you see one, don't kill it. You know, it's a reminder to nurture those projects that you've been working on, you know, keep going on those. Also very helpful to call upon that medicine when you are doing creative writing, right? It is, spider is known as a creator of the alphabet. So that just reminds me, they just showed me a vision of Charlotte's Web with the spider, right? And she created the webs with the words that would describe the pig, right? To help save the pig. And so tap into that medicine and get those creative juices flowing. All that you have learned, not only reflecting on, you know, this past month of all the lessons that you have learned, but the entire year for all of the hard work that you have done, really integrating those lessons. Release the story energy that is around those lessons, allow it to be transmuted and absorbed back into consciousness, and focus on your creativity and what you do want to create moving forward. So sometimes we can get a little bit of a wounded ego when we are triggered, right? The Goblin is this card. And so really when you are triggered, always, I look at it first and go, what is it within me that I need to take a look at? But sometimes you are just projected upon, right? Everyone is being triggered. We're all on our own path. We're all going through our own things, right? There's the saying, like, don't judge someone else. You don't know until you've walked a mile in their shoes, right? So kind of take a step back. Because judgment can be thrown around very easily, especially when our ego is being wounded and triggered. So this Venus going in retrograde, what some people are nervous about, they're like, oh my God, great, another huge retrograde season, you know, but really it is very beneficial. It gives us an opportunity to go deep within ourselves and heal those relationship wounds, you know, sacral chakra stuff. We are working individually and collectively on healing those deep core wounds that have been throughout humanity for a very long time. So instead of like this guy, he's sticking his, you know, tongue out and like, embrace it. Go deep within it. You know, vetiver's a great essential oil to use. It's a thick essential oil. It's very earthy and woodsy, and it really takes you really deep inward in a descent down into yourself so you could really do some deep inner work. Yes, some more. Burden. It is time to let the burdens go that you have been carrying of others. I actually had a dream. I got really sunburned on my back in my hiking in Sedona, and I did peel. But I had this dream that was very focused on peeling away off the top of my shoulders. We all, especially for those of us that are healers, you know, you're in service, we often will take on the burdens of others because we want to help them, we want to help heal them. But we have to remember to allow them to do their own journey. And right, we're actually doing a disservice if we're taking that away, that process away from them, and allowing them to do the work and the healing so they can get the fullest potential of that lesson, of that experience for their own personal evolution. So, you know, start releasing those burdens from others because they're not for you to carry. and embrace the mystery. I know we don't always know what's going on, especially now. We're just in such crazy times, right? There's so many like astrological aspects that are happening that haven't happened in, well, at least a very long time, right? Or if even before. And we just do not know. We're very much in a state of the unknown. We're really moving into, and energy's coming through that we haven't worked with before. But instead of being stressed or nervous or fearful, shift it to curiosity. Oh, well, I wonder what this could bring. That will start sparking that inner fascination, that curiosity, connecting to your inner child, bringing that lightness to it that will then, when you raise your vibration like that, right, then you start attracting, because the frequency will match the same frequency. So if you are in fascination, curiosity, and that's getting lighter and lighter, your vibration's getting higher and higher, you're only going to invite that higher vibration into your reality because it's got to match where you're at. So, and I want to point out that the number on this card is 52, and when you break that down, it's a 7, meaning you're on the right path. You guys are doing amazing work. Like I said, in all my 25 years, this is the most work I have seen all of us do this entire year. It's so amazing. And you can book with me. You can book a personal one-on-one reading with me. If you go to futurelife.tv and you click on readings, and you can book with me there. I would love to work with you and help you really truly live the life you want to live from the soul up. I'm Tamara Jean. Thanks for joining me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you next week.